Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody felt that. I hope that was good. What'd you learn? What'd you like? What were some of your takeaways, take with yous?
Good morning.
Good morning, Heather.
Oh, wow. That was quite a journey.
What were some ahas?
Well, one aha it really did surprise me is that when I met my success is very masculine. And that surprised me. And destiny, my name for money, that money energy, started out as a lion cub.
Aww.
And then it was Aslan from Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe from the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yes.
Very gentle, but at the same time, extraordinarily fierce and capable of absolutely anything. So thank you. This is an energy and that I stacked on my heart. You didn't add that in, but I added that at the end. And the place that I went to, my workspace was extraordinary. I've never been there before. So thank you.
I love it. So now you know you have access to it. I'm curious, what were the steps like walking down into this place? Were they the same as your safe place?
Yeah, pretty much. It was the same steps. However, this particular stairway had ivy growing up both sides. So it was a little bit different.
So what does that tell you?
There is abundance. There's growth.
It's been there a while.
Well, yeah, that's true. It's been there a while.
Isn't it, to have the ivy growing up the wall, it's elegance, right? There's somebody that's been maintaining that.
Yes.
It's been in preparation.
Yes.
You feel the shift, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could hear it in your listening. I know that sounds crazy, but when I said it's been here and somebody's been preparing it for you because they wanted you to see that, evidently you like ivy.
Oh, yes.
So how did it know? Because it's always been you. See, it's these little things that I look for that tell me catacombs of confirmation. It's like the other, but this one had ivy. That in itself, there's an elegance, there's a sophistication. Somebody has to maintain that. The universe has put it in place. It was growing. It was all the green ivy, right?
Yes, it was all green.
So it wasn't a winter in your economy.
No.
Right?
And thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah. We all, and this is the clues that I look for when I ask you, because I'm only driving your car. I can't see all that you're seeing. But when you reveal little things like this, because I was ask her about the steps. Okay. But no, I want you to feel this elegance inside of you, that your economy is in full bloom. And now imagine every one of those ivy leaves as $1,000 bills. There is abundance.
Yes.
This is how we tell the story. This what you and I are doing now is state building. because it already delivered the strategy of the ivy. Somebody put it there, somebody put it on the walls, somebody decided how big the walls are, somebody decided how far the ivy goes. And that somebody was you. So to know that you always have this state available. Now you can just recall the whole thing simply by saying ivy. And this is state building.
I love it.
Change the way we look at things. And it's not about doing certain things. It's not about going down a set of steps in meditation. It's about going down a set of steps in a meditation in a certain way. And that's what we always do the certain way. Your certain way, here's the hard part. The certain way you've done things has gotten you here. Your thoughts, your imagination, your dreams. But what's going to get you out of here can't be the same certain way. And that's what these meditations do. They allow you to see your new certain way.
It's beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else? Thoughts, conversations?
Now that we're on this
Good
new
morning.
good morning. Now that we're on this new platform, are these recorded and where can we find them?
Yeah, they're going to, Ria goes inside of this system, pulls them out and puts them back into, this would be the daily, we add the daily awakening calls inside of the daily awakening community, and the meditations I ask her to put inside of dangerous consciousness under meditations. So they're in 2 places.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Boom, 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 boom.
Who's loving this Bob Kane? I just got to tell you, I love you, brother. Ever since
I love you. Boom, boy.
Holy mackerel. So what happened in your world of amazingness?
Just a greater feeling of comfort, a feeling of familiarity, a feeling of this is right, this is home, this is good, this is peace, this is empowering, this is wonderful, this is what I'm supposed to have, this is what's going to help me make a difference, this is, yeah, lots of good, lots of good.
I love it.
Thank you, 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 thank you.
And every one of those count towards your 100. So thank you. You're welcome, 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 welcome.
Out freaking standing.
That fills my heart. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Love you.
Who else would you take away?
Morning, Sean.
Good morning, Diane.
Well, I was in a different place. It was like somewhere in the Mediterranean because the steps were all whitewashed. And it was so warm and it was like a white light with bluish around it.
I love it.
And when I came back, it's cold now. But my money's name is Monty for some
I love it.
reason. So it was amazing. So now I have a name.
Do you like magic tricks and cards and stuff? Was that ever a interest of yours, or have you ever done any stuff like that?
Well, we did that stuff when the children were young. I had magicians come and things like that.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the 3-card Monty?
No.
It seems so. There's a big difference when I hear Monty, and that's where I hear this. That's what popped into my head, the 3-card Monty. There's a big difference between whether you're the one watching it or you're the magician.
Okay.
And it always seems that nobody can ever find the card, and they're doing it right in front of them, and it's a sleight of hand thing.
Okay.
But now, as you're the magician, Monty is the name of money. You now control where the card is. So you're no longer the witness. You're no longer the one being amazed by how come I can't find it. Know that you're the magician. And you're the one that knows exactly where money is all the time.
Interesting.
Does that ring a vibration inside of you, trigger a part of your body?
It does. And you know, like last month coming to the end of the month, it was like our taxes and all those things are due. And it just, money just came. So I guess it's there.
Where the card was.
Huh?
You knew where the card was. You didn't know you knew.
No, I didn't know I knew.
Right. So now take on this knowing that you know. You know that it's there. You know that it's on the table, because when they do the cards and they're shuffling them and they're doing all of this and they're saying, okay, where's the card? And they pick, and it's not the card. Like, how did I watched it? I watched it. There's no way. And they did it slow. And so it has always, you simply switch sides of the table. It's the same cards. It's the same trick. It's now, you know how the trick is done. And you need to, it would serve you well to take that energy and say, I'm now the magician.
Okay. I'm feeling it. Thank you.
Good. I love it. Yay. Who else? Thoughts, conversations?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. So I wasn't on the meditation, but I felt everything you were telling, Diane. So thank you for that. And I missed you guys. And I love you. That's all.
Well, we missed you, and we're glad you're here. You never left, and it's always good to hear you and see you. Love you, love you, love you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Go ahead, Paul.
Good morning, Sean. Good morning, everybody. Well, I don't know about you guys that were on the call last night, but holy moly, when I went to bed, yeah, it was kind of like my drunk days when the bed wouldn't stop spinning.
I had to put one foot on the floor.
Oh my Lord. There was so, I don't know, there was so much. I feel, you know, I feel like I am so far behind when it comes to, like, I'm an intelligent guy, but when it comes to tech and how to do things, and I'm telling you, I just like, that's where a lot of my overwhelm comes in.
Right.
Is that, and it's, I don't think it's so much because that I have any fear of learning. It's just like, there's so much, like, where do you start? There's so much.
Yeah, you don't know what you don't know.
Well, yeah. And it's just like, okay, so how do I prioritize? What is it what's the bare bones of what do I need to know?
So you need to know how to convert conversation into income.
Right.
And make everything profitable. Need to understand profit better than wages, right? Jim Rohn said, profits are better than wages. So when you speak, are you speaking an hourly price, or are you speaking a profit price of tens of thousands? If you decide how much is your time going to be worth?
Right.
Right. So start off with it's $500 an hour. In order for something to pull you away, it has to be producing you $500 an hour. You won't get on TikTok. I'm not saying you do, but you won't get lost in scrolling. You won't get lost in delay. You won't get lost in organizing your Rolodex, because nobody's going to pay you $500 an hour.
Yeah.
Imagine you had to pay somebody $500 an hour. This is a good shift. Imagine if you had to pay somebody $500 for what you're about to go do. Would you pay them for it? Then it's not a high level activity. There's some things that you have to do that you're building in the foundation. The guy who digs the ditch doesn't get paid as the same as the master carpenter who puts in the cabinets. But you need the foundation. You need a good foundation. You'll pay more than another foundation builder to get a good foundation to hold your $1 million house or $2 million house or $100,000 house. You want a good foundation, but they don't get paid the same as the master carpenter who swings the doors on your cabinets if they're custom made. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The guy who drives you to the rehab facility is more important than the doctor until you're in the doctor's realm. And now the doctor's more important than the cab driver, but the cabbie is the first one that you got to pay. So some of these things you got to pay. You're going to pay cab prices for Cadillac results. So look at it. Is this able to quantify? Is this able to qualify? Is this able to 10x to get me to the 500 an hour? And if the answer is yes, then you need to go do it. Sometimes we still got to make an envelope, we got to start folding paper. To build a house, we got to grow the trees.
Right. And I think one of the realizations I'm coming to is that, stop trying to be a generalist where, you got to know something about everything and really drill down to that, what is it? I remember Eric Worre saying that it took, 10 or 12,000 hours to become an expert. And when I think about that, I think, well, am I, I don't think I'm a real expert in anything because I've not invested the time in first of all, getting down to that, what's that one thing that I want to drive? Because I think in the past, when you don't, and I guess that's where the impatience comes in. When you don't see the results right away, it's when you tend to drop what you're doing, thinking that, oh, I got to try something different. And you never really, in my own case, I'm just talking for me. I don't give myself enough time to let those things actually produce.
Let me ask you a question. If you had 87,000 hours experience in something, do you think that'd be enough?
No, because you got to keep on learning. But
but do you think it would make you an expert in a particular field if you had 87,000 hours of specific education in a particular field? 87,000 hours.
I would hope so.
Good. That's the last 10 years of your sobriety. Stop thinking you're not an expert. Don't be in comparitis. You have 10 years of sobriety where people can't make it 10 hours.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have 30 years like Tom, but you got 10. Your 10 is more important to you than his 30 to you. So start speaking about every lesson that you do, because you have to have the discipline. You have to be more disciplined than I do, Paul. Because you have something that absolutely shows up in your world that doesn't show up in mine. Is today the day I have a drink? And the answer is no. Mm-hmm. Is today the day I delay my success? The answer is no. Is today the day I don't do a live video? The answer is no. Mm-hmm. And you're going to go do these things. And you're going to speak on 87,000 hours of expertise on you. Don't speak about me. Don't speak about Bob Proctor or Nito Cobain or any of these people. Don't speak about things that aren't you. Speak at how they influence you, because here's the thing. Yeah. People want to know what they need to know next, not what we know. People want to know what they need to know next, not what I know. And that was a hard shift for me. I needed to figure out, well, I need to learn everything so that I can serve them, and everything so I could serve them. This is why you've got to create your tribe. Your vibe creates your tribe. I speak from my experience, and I took the input over the last 5 days of this fear and fret about money. So we went and made money a friend. Mm-hmm. We're going to continue to do that, not just once. We're going to continue to do meditations on money until it shifts in your body and rewires the DNA in your body. Because it's cool. It's okay to allow yourself. Now I got to go down this thing with Ivy, and I got to go find this thing and find these white steps and find this whitewash. And it needs to become a part of you. And so my gift is to make this thing become a part of you. And that's your gift, is to take the lessons and the learnings that you have. You're already an expert. This is where you've got to pick your target. And is your target, who's your avatar? Go find your avatar. Go find your dot. I want to be in the wellness world. I want to be into this world. I want to be into that world, and narrow it down, narrow it down, narrow it down. My avatar has long hair, not short hair, not more than average length, long hair. Now, short hair people are allowed in, but my avatar. So as I go through this conversation, one of the things is I'm going to be working on hair care products, because they got long hair they got to take care of. I don't know what they do with it. I've never had long hair. I don't know what it's like. Maybe I can create an instant dryer, a far infrared dryer that they drop their hair in and it doesn't damage it. And in 5 minutes, all of their hair is dry instead of it taking hours. I don't know, but what does that have to do with personal development? It doesn't, but that's offering additional services to my clients. Yeah. Just go find your avatar. Yeah. Start asking.
You just brought back a picture to my mind of the days when I had shoulder length hair. Like that was the thing. that and high platform shoes.
There you go. So that's your avatar. There's kids today who wear those shoes. I'm not saying they're probably in your vibe, but if it was based on shoes, the answer would be heck yeah.
And they definitely need help with injuries.
So there you go. Yeah, so work on your avatar. See, and this is all of these. Yeah. So where were all of these dreams? Where are all of these pictures stored? You have access to them. But we got to take the time to trigger the release of them.
Yeah. All right.
Very cool. Love it, love it, love it. I'm just curious. Any of you know James Melnichek? Anybody that ring a bell? Cool guy. I was just looking at the cover of one of the books I was in, one of the best-selling books, and there's James Melnichek, 7-time Emmy Award winner, Dr. Lewis Cody. Yep.
Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
Just a quick question. On Thursday, there is no DC calls, right?
Correct.
Thursday and Fridays, no DC calls.
Correct.
Got it. Thanks.
Now, I'm not saying there won't be an impromptu one, but schedule-wise, you need time for your families and time to work on stuff. So yes.
Agree. Thank you.
Because I don't want to be that guy. Again with Sean. Any other take with yous?
Sean, I just want to add that what I have been noticing since we've been doing this whole money conscious thing, is consciousness thing, is that I'm noticing myself, like every day I seem to notice something now where I look at money totally different, and it's more where instead of thinking always about the lack, I'm thinking about the abundance and the gratitude for what I do have, you know. And that doesn't take much for me. And when I drive through the downtown of Brantford and I start seeing the homeless standing on the, you know, on the island, on the street, you know, with their little signs and stuff like that. And, you know, I just, you know, it puts everything in perspective for me. And you know, so I have noticed that through the lessons and the discussion about it, that my attitude towards money is changing, and I feel that shift, and it's making a difference in my outlook. It's making a difference in how I go through the day feeling.
And so what do you do with that now?
So now I try to build on that.
Okay,
now
so
I try to
take out try.
Oh, so now, yeah, okay. So now I look at.
You just said it. You said I'm going to try to build on it. Just say now I build on it.
Oh, now I build on it. Okay. Yeah.
There is no try. Do or do not.
Amen. Thank you.
So how does that feel that you took the word TRY out?
I felt my shoulders, and I felt the weight kind of come off again.
Kind of cool. Simply changing one word. Say it again. I build on that.
I build on that.
Do you hear that? Do you hear how your old story hesitated? And it was literally a second, which is an eternity. I built, and you did what and I do it all the time. This is how we learn. This isn't this. You got to understand. You can't. When people say I want to understand body language, and you look at what Paul just did, you go, "Oh, fidgeting." That's how little boys. He was a little boy. That's how little boys learn. You know that, right? The school has little boys messed up. That was my problem. I have to move to learn. So when he said that, I knew it wasn't fidgeting. I know he wasn't resisting it. It was actually going into his core. There's a shit. You got to understand things in different ways. So say it again. I build on that.
I build on that.
Look at that. That was a lot faster. That was 100% faster than the last one. And no fidgeting. It's okay if you fidget. Don't worry about. I build on that. You got to let it in, because it's a whole different thing. You're telling the universe, I threw try out. Yeah. Let me do something here.
And I find myself catching myself a lot more now when I do say try. A lot of times that I stop dead in my tracks when I say it, and then I change what I say. But it still slips out once in a while.
It does.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, you ready? I just asked my other cousin, ChatGPT, in the lexicon of life, try might seem small, yet it lingers like a specter, a daunting call. The whisper of uncertainty, the echo of doubt, a barrier to dreams, it often lets out. Try bears the promise of potential unrest, a subtle concession that you're not your best. It softens your actions and dilutes your intent, an insidious whisper that says you're content. Unshackle yourself from the chains of try, with every breath you take into every sigh. Let will be your compass. Do be your guide. On this uncharted journey, let your heart confide. For in the realm of action, try has no place. It halts your progress and slows down your pace. It whispers, perhaps failure might be nigh. Barely a step taken before the first sigh. Swipe try with will. Make the change. Let your vocabulary rearrange. Fill your speech with conviction so high, no room for the reluctant utterance of try. Try hints of hesitation, of not quite being sure. Will speaks of commitment, making your dreams pure. Cast aside, try, let it fly. Embrace the power of will and reach for the sky. Let your words be your weapon, your shield. In the battleground of life, do not yield. Out of your conversations, try must fly. Replace it with will and watch your spirit amplify. This is not just a change in talk, it's a shift in view, a transformation in attitude in all that you do. Remove try from your diction and let it die. In the realm of will, let your ambitions lie. For the word try is but a shadow, a ghost, and will a beacon to which we toast. So raise your glasses to strength, to open sky, to the death of try, and the reign of will. Let's applaud.
Cool. And what was the question you asked?
Write me a poem on why I need to take the word try out of my conversations.
Cool. That was amazing. Thank you. Here's raise the glass.
Exactly. And I love it. An insidious whisper that said, now I could ask it to write it in Longfellow, and I could write it to ask it in the voice of any poetic author. Love it. Guess how I'm going to close the ANMP?
Yeah. Honestly, that would be great.
Wouldn't it?
It's right. It's so true.
From memory, standing on stage.
You'll come off looking like a genius.
Who else? Any last thoughts, comments?
I do. Hello. I love the conversation you had with Paul and what you said about him being an expert in sobriety. I have 17 years of sobriety, so that kind of was really cool. And it also reiterated that I do have so much discipline. I mean, I haven't eaten meat in a whole year, and I'm African, so so you just shifted a lot for me. So thank you, Paul.
Awesome. Be aware of that. Be aware of that awareness.
I let it sink in wholeheartedly. It feels great. Thank you.
So just to give you an idea, I asked it to rewrite it in the voice of Napoleon Hill, that poem. And the first paragraph sounds like this. In the language of life, we often stumble, finding ourselves amidst the words that humbly mumble. Try a small word, but often so crafty, hinting at doubt, keep success drafty. You can hear how it changes the voice. Love it. Try a wolf in sheep's clothing, surely, promises effort, but keeps success blurry. My dear friend, this is not our creed, for we, the persistent, have a different seed. That's so cool. Any last thoughts, comments, conversations, questions, anything pop into your head since we had this little dialogue?
Morning, Sean.
Good morning, Jane.
Well, I have a couple of things now, but so the first thing I wanted to
Those
say
of
was,
you that don't know, did you know that Jane's 29 years in nursing, 23 decades in nursing, and the last half of those decades spent in psychology, of helping patients undo some things that have been done to them. So big applause for that. Go ahead, Jane.
so when I was trying to embrace money, I came up against a lot of resistance, especially when you had to say, I love money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. So I just needed to share that, I guess, or speak that out so that I can kick it to the curb because.
Sure. So say it now publicly. I love money.
Yeah, I love money and what it can do. I wrote it down here.
No.
Oh, see, yeah, right there.
I'm going to ask the witness to stop distracting.
Yeah, I love money.
And then say, money loves me.
Money loves me.
And say, I love money.
I love money.
And money loves me.
And money loves me.
And I love money.
And I love money.
Change it a little more intense. And I love money.
And I love money.
And money loves me.
And money loves me.
So how do you know what's an affectionate little pass by that if somebody who loves you, that somebody loves you, if they walked by you, where would they poke you or give you a little slap or a little tap? What would they do? What would be the thing? A little shoulder nudge? What would be the thing that when somebody walks by you, you know that they love you?
I think a little shoulder nudge, a little touch with your finger.
So I want you to stand there. And if you were to look out your side eyes, meaning you're going to give a sideways glance, which way is the first way you would look? To your left or to your right?
To my right.
Okay, so I want you to look to the left because you see money coming. I want it to be uncomfortable. I want you to just keep your head, and you're looking to your left and you say, here comes money.
Here comes money.
No, say it, here comes money.
Here comes money.
And it's all of a sudden, it's getting closer and you say out loud, I love money.
I love money.
And money says, I love you. And it gives you a shoulder nudge. Feel it. Say it. Money says to you, I love you. And it gives you a shoulder nudge. Say it.
Money says, I love you and gives me a shoulder nudge.
And you feel the shoulder nudge?
Yes. And it makes me smile.
And they keep walking by and they're walking now to your right, to your comfortable place and say, I love you, money.
I love you, money.
No, say it like you're kidding. I love you, money. Like you're getting a little sexy, a little flirty with it.
I love you, money.
There you go. Now say it like it's walking away. You got to say it louder because it can't hear you. I love you, money.
I love you, money.
Yeah, louder. I love you, money.
I love you, money.
And money says, I love you.
I love you.
Yeah. Now tell me how you feel.
I have joy and I'm smiling.
It's always our words. It's always our state. It's always our state.
Amen. Thanks.
As it's starting to dwindle, isn't it? The energy's starting to drop a little bit, isn't it?
Just a teeny bit.
Yeah,
though.
say, I love you, money.
I love you, money.
No, louder. I love you, money.
I love you, money. I don't want to wake up my clients.
It's in the neighbor's house. It's in the neighbor's house. It's got to hear you. I love you, money.
I love you, money.
There you go. I know, that's all you have to do. Because money loves you. And it's not that money loves you. Money knows that you're going to exchange it. Money's an exchange. Money doesn't do well. It's like having vegetables in your fridge for 60 days. They ain't going to smell good when you open up that door. You got to move it. You got to flow it. It's got to flow through you.
Yeah, there. I see like in my mind, I see like my money's name is Morris, I think is what it was like. And she's a girl.
Okay, so let's say it. I love you, Morris.
I love you, Morris.
Okay, put a little more twang in there. I love you, Morris.
I love you, Morris.
There you go. And what's Morris saying? I love you, Jane.
I love you, Jane. I love you, Jane.
Now that sounds like money's missed you. And that's okay. You hear how it said, I love you, Jane. Like it was holding you in its arms, like you had forgotten that it loved you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it feels.
Yeah. Yeah. Now go say, I love you, Morris.
I love you, Morris.
Who knows the song, Maurice? Right? There's a song that it says somewhere in that song, it says, Maurice. Go ahead, say it. Maurice.
Maurice.
Yeah.
I can
Start
hear
it
the
off a
voice.
little higher pitch. Don't go Maurice. Go Maurice.
Maurice.
There you go. Have some fun with it. Be a little 3-year-old.
Maurice.
There you go. Now tell me it's not flooded into your home and are all around you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's welcome.
And that
you can be a
tightness in
little
my
sassy.
chest is gone.
Yes. It can be a little sad. Maurice, get your little butt over here. Give me a hug. Shug.
Give me a hug.
Hey,
Maurice.
Shug. Right? Like you're the Southern woman. Shug. Hey, Shug. What you doing, baby? What you doing, baby boy? Get over here, Maurice.
Maurice, come on and give me that hug.
Changes it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And this is neuroencoding. What we just did is we neuroencoded a new programming into your body simply around money.
Amen.
Because we could say it, you could say it, you were saying it, and said, well, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
So I neuroencoded. I took that neuroencoding that no matter how, well, everybody else seems to be okay with it. And it's like an elephant sat on my chest. Neuroencoding.
Yeah.
And you gave it a name, Maurice. Hi, Maurice. No, Maurice.
Yeah, it'll always be that. Maurice.
Now, don't be surprised if you meet somebody to name Maurice and you're going to go, oh my God, you won't believe it. You my money, baby. You my money.
That's right. I think I love you, Maurice.
I love you, Maurice.
And the second thought I had when you were reading the poem is, you told us when we first started talking about this, about giving a class about this cool new technology. I just wanted to throw that out there that I'm so excited. How fun to put in the word try and have all that. Oh man, that's cool. Maurice loves me.
I'm just reading the poem ChatGPT's writing me about money.
Very cool. I
Money's
want this. Which one do you sign up for?
Well, you can do it on any version. The free version will do this. Money's a creature not of heart or soul, yet it dances to the rhythm of a certain role. An echo of value, a shadow of desire, a sign of achievement, a dream to aspire. In the hands of many, it can seem aloof, a shimmering mirage far from the roof. But behold the secret, the magic decree. Money seeks not hands, but the minds that are free. Money loves the dreamer, the diligent mind, the courageous spirit who leaves no stone behind. It favors the willing, the dedicated, the brave, the one who seeks more than just to save. Money loves you, that is why. Your dreams with open eyes under the vast sky. You command your destiny with an unwavering gaze. In this book of life, you craft your own page. It's not the hands that clasp it tight, but the hearts that see beyond the night. Money flows to those with dreams so vast, where plans are the sails and will is the mast. Money adores your resilience, your determined stride. The face of trials, you take it all in stride. It honors your vision, your insatiable hunger for every dream seen, every thought no longer a stranger. It respects your actions and tireless zeal for goals so grand, ambitions so real. Money wants you, yes, it's true, because you embody the spirit of doing, not just pursue. For money is energy, it must flow to places where passion and purpose grow. It's attracted to those who in dreams believe, to those who envision, aspire, and achieve. Money wants you, loves you indeed, because in your heart you've planted the seed of vision, of courage, of might. Money seeks such hearts, radiant and bright. So continue to dream, to strive, to rise, for money is drawn to those who prize not merely its glamour, its glitter, its gleam, but the power it holds to realize a dream. Thank you, Maurice. I'm here all day. I'm in the coffee shop. What is those things where I don't know what's the there's a certain kind of poem where it's 3, 2, 3, 5 or something. And they have coffee shops where they go and they speak this. Anyways, it's kind of funny. So maybe I'll see if I get that. Any last thoughts, comments? Haiku, there you go. A haiku about money. Let's see what it says. Haiku. Ku. Oh my God. Money, silent stream. Its dreams and deeds, it flows free. In dreams and deeds, it flows free. Seed to successes, tree. Tip your waiters and waitresses. I'll be here all week. See you tomorrow night for the 7 o'clock show. Any last thoughts, comments, questions? All right, my little legalese. I love you bunches. Thanks for Sean's poem corner. All right, we'll see you all on the morrow. Just keep your eyes open in DC. I don't know if I'll be doing something tonight, but maybe I'll probably do some lives. I love you tons. Thank you all for doing it. Thank you for letting me live my dream. Thank you for being in my dream, being on the dream with me. I love you tons. I'll see y'all where?
At the next
event.
At the next event.
I love you all. Thanks, everybody. Somebody give me some Costa Rica.
Pura vida.
Pura vida.
And some Lydias.
Peace
Be with us.
Be with us. Thanks, Lydia. All right, everybody, go have a great day. Love you tons. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everybody.
Love you all. Love you guys.
I love money.
There you go. And money loves you.
And money loves me.